Here comes e6.
Yep.
He's going for counterplay.
But just go e7.
Likely e7, and the king is just getting to e6. I think Gujarati has done it. I think he will force. One final game. Faruja sacrifices the
Takes
piece.
c6. Too little, too late.
Doing his best.
Oh,
no! The bishop! What in the
Oh,
world?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
He just can't get his stuff together. King d5. Just play on. Play king d5.
King d5, rook h6, and he's
c5.
probably still winning.
Wow.
What a move. King of 3?
He's trying to keep the king boxed in, but it's not working.
No. Oh, my gosh.
Take the pawn. All right, so king e4. He is going to be able to sacrifice his rook for the pawn if his pawns are quick enough. But
but he's beaten himself so many times in time pressure.
Oh my!
He's shaking his head. So, which we may accelerate, quite possibly, depending on how the players feel. But either way, even if we don't, Robin and I will have content, commentary, diving into some of maybe the missed moments. We have a rook d6 brilliancy, possibly by my partner, Grandmaster Robert Hess, and still plenty more to come this weekend. Let's remind everybody of the full schedule if we can. Just let them know that we have chess tomorrow as well on Sunday. October. You and I, looking at this position a few moves ago while the king was still on c8, we're feeling a little bit nervous, but the more went on, the more I started thinking about that idea of getting the king castled, the more you started to look at it a little bit differently, right? And I wonder if a4, a5 was almost Wesley being a little too ambitious about his potential, right, in the position, because if we looked at the position a few moves ago, maybe white could have been a little more patient, b3 instead of a4, castle short immediately. So, here we have our
Go g3. I'm just trying to undermine your pawn e3 now. So if I can just somehow make use of my dark square bishop, where I take on there and play queen g3 or something like that, I don't know if it works. But at the very least, this pawn e3, unclear if that's a liability or an asset. Because actually, you're like getting close to being forced to trade queens. Actually, you do have to trade queens. In which case,
gathering is this h4, h5 is pretty common against all dragon setups, and in particular, the main game, the dragon. As Fisher says, in the dragon, you play. Thank you very much for the support. Everybody thank Vicky Al. Endless support. And we get better and better chess as this happens. Very exciting. Bishop e3.
No, it's not the best square. Alright, we're looking for a miracle here. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. That's just dirty.
And 80,000 for the second place, therefore 30K in one game. That's coming up next after a short break. I think we're gonna go for a short break.
Really? I thought we were not supposed to.
Maybe I'm wrong. We are not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere because the play is on. Yeah, the play is
silly rabbit tricks are for kids. Oh my gosh, here comes 2 pawns. Connected are better than none.
But
only a minute remains on the total game clock. But if Ali Reza wins this game...
Knight f2, take on h3.
Knight f2 takes h3.
Rook takes f3, and then rook takes f4.
Huge. Ali Reza may have just lost the match with that blunder.
Oh my gosh. B7. Oh, it's over. King A7.
B8 queen is coming.
It's over.
I don't know yet. There's still enough time.
Knight G1. Knight E2 check. Knight E2 check. Rook takes F2.
Rook and takes D4. And Levon Aronian has staved off the comeback with that draw.
E6 knight takes, king G2.
But now
Kind of a last chance. But the problem with playing for a stalemate with the bishop is the fact that you will never ever force black to capture the bishop.
F3, but it wasn't forced to be taken.
Knight F2. Mate into knight F2. Oh, well, but now the bishop can be taken.
And it's not a stalemate. Dingliren resigns. The first Blitz game is won by Timur Rajabov with the black pieces. What a game. Dingliren should have liquidated in the moment when you mentioned Yevgeny that he was getting himself into unnecessary trouble. We're gonna have a look at the game. We're gonna bring up our analysis board, but congratulations to Timur Rajabov. There's gonna be another Blitz game with colors.
There's absolutely no way for black to come back in this game. So that's a queen for a rook and a lot of time on the clock for Timur Rajabov. Knight takes e6, getting it simpler and simpler.
Timur Rajabov claims the title here in Hunt 6. He's the first grandmaster from Azerbaijan to ever win a World Cup. He was on the verge of retirement. He was considering to quit.
King d6 is just a book draw. He misplayed this, I think. Ah, it's c7. Oh. Ah, ouch. Okay, but now it's just lost. Now it's just game over. Yeah, Rook D2 was an amazing. Rook D2 is an all-star move. I didn't see that. Yeah, Rook D2 was very nice. What WTF are you wearing? I'm wearing a vest like my hero Tiger Woods.
Try to get the pieces off the board.
Watch out for Rook takes. Okay, he moves Rook.
Yep.
Good. You had to move that.
Yeah, but this is what Firouzja wants to be. This is Aronian's first true test, right? Where Firouzja has pushed him in a time scramble.
Yep. And this is the second to last game of this time segment.
Knight G5 check. Ooh, but then G3 and H5 falls.
Nice.
King moves and he's got G3 and he loses on time because of it. Oh my gosh.
Huge victory.
Huge victory for Firouzja. Brings it to within 6 games. We have one more game and Aronian taking a call saying, I can't talk to you right now, Mom. What are you doing? I'm playing chess on Twitch.
In January. So if I make a trip to Moscow to the World Blitz and Rapid Championships in the end of December, it will be one tournament, OTB tournament for me, and the second one probably, I hope that it will work for me in the beginning of January. Oh.
With it. So I'm a little bit surprised by this opening choice, because this is very, very risky in a tight match to play like this. Unless maybe, but even b6 or z4. Why is Hikaru dressed like a Pokemon trainer? Thank you for that. Thank you. As though we haven't had enough jokes already today. Miles beat Carvo with, it was e4 a6, but yes. Anyway, it's just, you know, if you're up or down by some number of points, it's completely normal. I would expect that. But to be in a tight match that's even towards the end of the 3-minute portion.
So, do you want odds?
That doesn't even make sense. Your roast
don't want
Alexandra
talking about her SAT score either, so I'm surprised she's talking.
You're not one to talk about
I'm really
SAT
surprised
scores.
Alexandra brought
You know what, Alex? I've actually put so much hard work into my SAT score. I thought you would appreciate all my hard work I put into it and not bring it up in a roast. I thought you were motivating me to keep on studying, to keep on taking it. Now you're turning around on me, Alex. What type of sister does that? Wow, I thought you had good intentions for me in school. I thought you wanted me to go to college. You just want me to work at a gas station, don't you?
No, I just want you to become a chess streamer, Andrea.
Whoa, I jumped and kicked. Thank you for subscribing.
So I guess White has to do something about that.
Yeah, but that won't help for too long.
Okay, that's a nice one, actually. I didn't even see this tag. Woo, baby!
No, Michael was completely running out of business. No, this is back rank mate.
Ooh, nasty.
This was a huge...
Probably e6 if you go knight h7, white gets knight to f4 and you want to prevent that. Manny Mano says, would you rather be Roger Federer or Cristiano Ronaldo? Of course, I would much rather be Roger Federer because Roger Federer has class. Cristiano, all he lives for is to rip off his shirt whenever he scores a goal. You don't see Roger, you know, beating his chest or showboating the way you see it with Cristiano Ronaldo. So of course, Roger, any day of the week.
Knowing, if I can ask you, what do you think about BOFA? But I have no idea what BOFA means. Does this mean anything to you? B-O-F-A? Capital letters?
No, I would say stop speaking in riddles. So